Hello, magical butterflies. This is Tina from Butterfly Intuition Divine Guidance. I hope you are having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you have the bell notification set so you can be notified when I post a new video. If you are interested in booking a guidance reading or a guidance session with me, they can be booked in my Etsy shop. The link to my Etsy shop along with my list of services is listed below. If you are interested in purchasing one of the decks I created or the Twin Flame music deck I co-created with my soul sister, if you are in the United States, you can purchase them in my Etsy shop. If you are international, there is a special ordering link for you below. The links on how you can connect with me outside of YouTube for my Instagram, my Patreon butterfly community, my Facebook, and my blog website are listed below. If you like my channel and would like to support my channel and the work that I do with an energy exchange, my butterfly gratitude donation links are listed below. This reading is going to be an energy check-in on Twin Flames just to see what the current overall energy is within the Twin Flame Collective. This is going to be general, so will not resonate with everyone. So as always, please use your own discernment when watching this video. Please only take the message or messages that speak directly to your soul, and what doesn't speak directly to your soul, release it and let it fly. The decks I'm going to be using in this reading are the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, the Twin Flame Journey Oracle, Signs from Spirit Love Oracle, and Twin Flame Shadows, all created by Mystic Moon. The Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff, and the Arrows of Love Oracle, that's also created by Mystic Moon. So let's get into the overall energy of the Twin Flame Collective, because I've still been picking up on a heavy energy within the Twin Flame Collective, a lot of confusion, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness. I just feel there's a lot of people who may be a little lost on this journey because of they're just not sure what they want anymore, and maybe they're just seeing a shift in the collective and on the journey, and they're just not sure how to process it. So we have Eight of Swords. So that makes sense. Imprisonment. So what I'm feeling is that if you have been bound by fear when it comes to your twin flame connection, where you know that maybe it's time to just take a break, maybe not be so open to your person, especially if you're in separation from your twin flame and you're always trying to contact them or seeing what they're doing, and you're not getting the same respect back. And when I say the same respect back, I'm meaning they're not responding to you. And so it could be an unhealthy attachment to an outcome, an attachment to them in general, as far as having expectations on how you want them to communicate with you or to come back to you. And maybe you even have a special timeline in mind. And your person could be in another relationship, and that could be a factor as well. And it's really just keeping you stuck from moving forward. So the label for twin flames gets a bad rap, but there's different ways you can maneuver through this. You can honor the path, and you can honor the journey by honoring yourself. The journey is not just about your twin flame. The journey is about you. So if you are stuck in this imprisonment energy, you can unbound yourself anytime that you choose. You are not stuck. You may be stuck because you are choosing to be stuck, but you can choose to get unstuck anytime that you want to. Because the sun is here to tell you that when you release yourself from these chains, the sun is going to shine again. The sun is the number 19, which equals a 10, and 10s are about new cycle starting. So you want a new cycle to start. But in order for a new cycle to start in your twin flame connection, you have to release the old cycle. You have to release the old ego energy of fear and doubt, being attached, having expectations, wanting a timeline to unfold the way you envision it. By getting into the sun energy and freeing yourself from what scares you, you have this illumination and growth and you're able to free yourself from this. Because what you want ultimately is this Ten of Pentacles ultimate achievement, the overcoming of the struggles of the journey, what keeps you stuck, what keeps you from moving forward, what keeps you from looking back instead of looking forward. Doing the work, because Pentacles is about doing the work, will help you get into this Four of Swords energy of healing and recovery. So you're at the beginning stages, or maybe you're in the middle of it, but you just don't know what to do. And a lot of people can get confused, because a lot of people talk about how in a twin flame journey you get attached, you have a toxic attachment to your person because you make the journey about them. And everyone does that, myself included, but you have to work through that. But you can also get stuck not just on your person if you choose to be an ego-based energy and maybe listening to readings too much. Because I know when I was listening to readings all the time, I just found at some point they just didn't serve me, so I pulled back to start my healing and recovery. So you can pull back and listen to readings, or change your mindset with readings to listen to them for guidance for yourself. It's all in your perception. It's all in your mindset. It's not about what a reader channels, because that reader is channeling for a collective, and that reader is part of the collective. And that reader is going to channel based on where they're at on their journey. And people that are on similar journeys are going to resonate with that reader. But it's a matter of listening to the messages that just speak to you. A reader that you are just drawn to, that you like hearing their messages, you like working with them on a one-on-one basis or in a group setting if they offer coaching classes or seminars or meditations, or they do a Patreon community. It's a matter of what feels good to you. No one is here to tell you what is good for you and what is not. Just as my path is aligned to my purpose, this is my purpose, to help people, and I'm not going to turn my back on someone who is in need. Because I know in my life, when I was at my lowest point, I wish that I knew about the tarot spiritual community, because I know that would have helped me, but I had to learn how to self-soothe on my own. And now I understand that was part of my ascension and my growth in getting me to where I'm at right now. My purpose is to bring forth the guidance. My purpose is to help you. Now, you can take the guidance and run with it, or you can throw it in the trash can. It is completely up to you. There will be no hard feelings, because someone watching this video will take one message and it will be life-changing. And someone will listen to the whole reading or part of it and not take anything. It is completely up to what you want to do. I'm not here to fix anyone. I'm not here to make decisions for people. I'm here to help people make decisions and get aligned to their intuition and listen to their heart and their soul. And that is what I have learned on the twin flame journey. And that is what has helped me with my healing and recovery. So the ultimate goal of a twin flame connection is to get this Ace of Cups, to have this love initiation, to have the twin flame come back. But there is no guarantee, because you don't know what is in your contract with your person, and it will be based on what you and your person put out energetically, as well as the free will decisions that you both make in your lives. So the Seven of Swords is just saying that there's a lot of deception, and there's a lot of things that need to be strategized. There's a lot of balance that needs to happen in this twin flame connection. And in the twin flame community, if you resonate with a twin flame connection, if you resonate with the label, but it gets you stuck, that is when you have to go within to ask yourself, okay, why is this triggering me? Why am I getting stuck? What is this teaching me? What am I so focused on? And if you find that you are focused on your twin flame to the point where it is keeping you from making decisions and moving forward and aligning to your purpose, and maybe even being open to wanting another person. If you're saying no to other relationships, if you're saying no to opportunities that are coming your way because you are overly focused on your twin flame, then that's an attachment, a codependency that has to be released. So the guidance is to get into this Nine of Pentacles energy and turn your back on what doesn't make you feel good. To gain that independence, to shift out of codependency, and to really become one with yourself. Because one of the biggest things that I learned on the twin flame journey, that the relationship that I had to work on the most was the relationship with myself. You come into a relationship with yourself, you get into union with self, and you will see this connection in a completely different way. You won't hate the journey. You won't hate your person. You won't get pissed off when you hear people talk about twin flames, because it's just a word. And words don't have meaning unless you put meaning behind them. So everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to have this Ace of Cups energy, but the key is to be okay on your own and to find that Ace of Cups energy first within yourself. So let's get into where the divine masculine and where the divine feminine are at on their individual journey. So I'm going to start with the divine masculine just to see where he is at on his individual journey when it comes to just his life in general, his divine feminine, and his personal journey of self-love and healing, just to see where he's at. So he is doing shadow work. So the masculine is working on his shadow work, and it is helping him take the necessary action in his life. So I feel that he is closing a karmic cycle, or he has closed a karmic cycle. He is starting to see that he needs to do things that are more aligned with what he feels in his heart. Because I feel in the past he was a people pleaser, or he chose the easy way, and he's kind of like, I'm hearing the song Easy. I think it's by the Commodores, Easy Like Sunday Morning. That song is coming through, so I will link that song below, as that song has a special message for someone watching this reading. But masculine shadow work is helping him purge. So he is purging just his fears, his beliefs and patterns and thoughts, and maybe even people and situations that just don't resonate with him anymore. And it's helping him close the cycle. So I feel the last couple of full moon cycles have really illuminated to him what he needs to release, and he is finally making that decision, because he has received the message from Spirit, and it is helping him follow his heart. It's been illuminated to him. He's seen the light, and he now understands the connection he has with his divine feminine, and it is causing him to go through a metamorphosis. It's causing him to go through a transformation. And it is causing him to relive a situation. Maybe she offered him something in the past that he declined, and now he is feeling like he wants to come in and maybe offer it to her now, but he is not sure what to do. He knows that communication between them is pretty much non-existent. So I feel for a lot of you, there is zero communication. You two have not seen or spoken to each other in some time. And I do feel that that is divinely guided, because you both need to be on your individual paths. I feel for some, the divine feminine may be a little bit ahead of him on the journey, because she has already gone through this, but he is going through this now. And it is causing him to be at a crossroads in his life. And the fall, which are the months of September through December, I feel are going to be very powerful for divine masculines who are in this energy. And I feel he is going to want to make some type of decisions, especially in the fall season. If he has a birthday, or she does, or maybe even around Halloween, something is going to happen October 31st that is going to just cause a harvest in this connection. So he is just healing family issues, if he's had family issues, especially with parents, even siblings, and it is causing him to have deep regret over actions he has taken in the past with his feminine that led to the separation that the two of them are in. So he does see her as someone he could spend the rest of his life with, but right now he is choosing to watch her from afar because he sees her thriving. It fears him, but he knows he needs to apologize. He knows that he needs her forgiveness, but first he must forgive himself. And that is the lesson that he is currently learning with his shadow work that is causing him to go through this great awakening and get out of the energy of settling for things that don't serve him. And he is in solitude, so I feel if he was in a relationship, a lot of these masculines have broken up with these karmics and they are now single. Soulmate energy is coming through, so that is just confirming that he feels the energy, the connection between his feminine, and yes, he does feel your energy, and yes, you feel his. So let's see where the divine feminine is at on her individual journey. So this is just where divine feminine is at energetically, how she's feeling, what she's doing when it comes to her twin flame connection, herself, just her personal journey of self-love and healing, just to see where she's at. She's at a completion of a cycle too. So see how they're mirroring each other? So profound lessons are at hand. Completion of a cycle is near, 999. So the feminine is closing a cycle also, because she too is going through a spiritual awakening, 1111. And she is on the right path. It may not feel like she's on the right path, but she is, because she has the support, because she is doing the work. And she is dreaming about how her life could be. So I feel she's going through a reinvention at this time. As much as she would like to build the bridge to reconciliation, she is understanding that it does take two, and that this connection is an enchanted twin flame connection, but she is no longer focusing on the lack of what is not there. And she is taking that energy to serve herself. And that is creating a safe passage to her new beginning. She is also connecting heavily with angels and spirit guides. They are showing her purity, innocence, safety, and light. And they are helping her learn to ground, to be stable, and to build a foundation for herself without her masculine. She does not need to find anything within him that she can't find within herself. Because with the orange energy, she is listening to her intuition and the sun is shining on her. And she is getting into this enthusiasm, excitement, and warmth energy. She may look up to the sky for signs through clouds, just taking in the beautiful blue sky, the sun shining. And that is just causing her to have this beautiful self-love essence, as well as love of life in general. So overall, feminines are just going through rapid soul development from challenging times. So she is learning the lessons from her twin flame connection, and it is helping her get into the spider energy to weave a new web and to create something new. Because she is in her swan energy, she is being loyal to herself, and she is trusting that clinging to the past no longer serves her, and that she needs to nourish herself by going through this incubation period. So she is going through a transformation and a new beginning also. So she is learning to sever ties with people, situations, thoughts, patterns, and beliefs that don't resonate with her anymore. She is aligned to her path, and that is bringing in this blue energy of serenity, tranquility, and peace, because she is finally learning how to speak her truth, and that is helping her gain the freedom to move forward. She is taking the bull by the horns, and she is dominating her life, and she is not being stubborn about it, because she is coming into alignment with her path. She is feeling the sweetness, and she understands that when she sees a rainbow, that is Spirit's way of telling her that she is on the right path and that she is going through a renewal. So I feel if divine feminines are feeling this confusion, anger, energy, she could just be picking up on the masculine's energy, or she just could just see a shift in the collective, especially if you're very sensitive to people's emotions, especially if you're empath, or maybe you're just hearing multiple messages from different people online and you just don't know what resonates with you. Always go with what speaks to your soul. That's why I say that. What speaks to your soul, it's for you, and what doesn't, it's not. So just release it and let it fly. So let's get into what is blocking the connection. So what is blocking the connection for divine masculine and divine feminine? So we have faithless. So not having faith in ourselves is what I'm hearing. When you allow your faith to be taken away, it's because you fear. And your ego brings in that fear. So when you allow the ego to take over, when you allow your mindset to be negativity, worry, fear, doubt, even bringing in the anxiety, then the overthinking, the obsessive thinking, what I'm getting is that you have to have faith that whatever is meant for you is not going to pass you by, and not just keeping your eggs in one basket like you saw in the incubation card. You don't want your eggs to be in one basket. You want to spread them around. Where's that card? Here it is. So you don't want to put your eggs in one basket when it comes to your divine masculine. You don't want to be like, nope, he's the one. This is the one I want to be with. You want to maybe plant the seed, let the egg hatch on its own, and have faith that if he's meant to be, he will. But continue to live your life. Because when you stay in this energy, you become secondary, especially if he chooses to be in another connection, or he just chooses not to talk to you and you have no idea what he's doing. You have to be number one in your life. You don't need to be number one in someone else's life. Because remember, if he's choosing to be in another connection with another person, then there is no choice to make, and that is when you choose yourself. And another block is not being able to speak your truth. There's so many people who are on this journey who know that it doesn't feel right, especially if they have that in and out connection and communication with their masculine or feminine. If you love someone and you want to be with them, don't put up with the in and out energy. If you don't like the fact that they only text you when they need something or when it's convenient for them, or they string you along and keep you like that shirt in the closet that you never wear, but you don't get rid of because you think maybe one day I'll wear it, speak your truth. If it doesn't align with you, if it doesn't feel right to you, then you can release it. Because all you're doing is letting your ego manipulate you. You're letting this person manipulate you. And it just becomes childish energy because they don't see your value. But this energy is allowed because in some way you don't see your value, because you think if you don't allow them in, it's going to be one-sided. But it is one-sided. Because when you're giving, and they're taking, it is one-sided. It is not an equal give and take. So sometimes you have to pull back your energy. Sometimes you just have to make yourself distant. You have to pull back completely from them because you understand that it's unstable and you want to have that peace of mind. But a lot of people put up with the in and out energy, or just staying stuck because of insecurity, because you're attached to a label. And sometimes it can be disillusioned, but again, no one will keep you stuck except you. No one has the power to keep you stuck except you. You can close your eyes and you can blindfold yourself to not see certain things. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to be loved. And when that person that you love, that you want so much, doesn't love you back, it can make you feel worthless. It makes you feel pitiful. But see how he's sitting, or he's on his knees in the alleyway and no one's keeping him there? That's the Eight of Swords imprisonment card we saw in the beginning of this reading. You have the ability to get up, but you get into this energy where you try to force something before it's ready, and then all sorts of things come. So this reading is not meant to make anyone mad. This reading is meant to just bring forth the messages Spirit has that might shock you. But everyone wants to be loved, and everyone wants to hide and not show their cards, because a lot of people want, well, I'm not going to reach out until they reach out. Okay, so you're setting an expectation saying, I'm not going to reach out to him or her because they have to reach out to me first. That's ego energy. You can't do that. That's because you're guarded. So overall, whatever is blocking your connection, whether it came through in this reading or it didn't, you can transform out of it. That's what the butterfly represents. The snail on the side of the skull shows me it's going to take time. It's going to be slow and steady, like the Knight of Pentacles. So don't be embarrassed by certain things that happened, especially if your person is doing that as well. because all it's doing is keeping you fixated on something that needs to be released. So whatever has come up to the surface is telling you to take your power back, to take back control of your life, to take control of your thoughts, and to understand that this connection is meant to help you. This connection is meant to heal you. This connection is meant to help you release and surrender what doesn't work in your life. That is what your twin flame does. They mirror to you what you like and dislike about yourself, and you do the same for them. So don't be fixated on the past, on them, what you don't have. Instead, take your power back and be fixated on what you do have and what you can have if you shift your energy from lack mentality and victim mentality to abundance and seeing the blessing and being able to fix. So instead of being fixated, be in the energy of fix. Fix what is not working. Honor what is not working. And be able to move forward and change your life for the better. It starts with you, and it starts with the choice. No one can make you make that choice. That is a choice you have to make all on your own. So let's get some guidance messages on how you can overcome these blocks. So what guidance messages, what surrender messages want to come through? First, surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So it's time to take the blindfold off. It's time to stop being in denial. Accept your connection and your person for exactly what and who they are. Don't deny the difficulties. Every connection has its own difficulties. When you see things clearly, you will be able to make the best decisions, and you will surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room so you can surrender to complete healing. You will open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical and emotional and spiritual healing, and that will get you into the energy to surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow, and it will help you surrender to what is instead of what could be or what was. Because when you flow with what is instead of fighting it, you can't change a situation compassionately. Or I'm sorry, I read that completely wrong. When you can't change a situation compassionately, accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So just surrender to what is, what your connection is in this moment in time. And it'll help you surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. And by doing that, you surrender to prayer. So pray to God, your angels, your spirit guides, spirit, whomever you resonate with, and you will give yourself over to completely to prayer. Because when you pray from your heart, you will be heard through the universe, and the answers and support will arrive. So surrender what you can't change in this connection. Surrender what troubles you, what fears you. Surrender what keeps you stuck. It is a process. It's a long road to healing. And healing never stops because we are forever changing and we are forever evolving as humans. But it's a matter of being committed to surrender, heal, and release. So the final section is going to be what the possible future energy is for the Twin Flame Collective. So we'll just get a quick glimpse into the future on what the possible future energy is. Now this is possible future energy. It is not set in stone. It is what can happen, what may happen. If you and your twin flame do your work, follow your guidance, and make a free will decision to come together, because energy does change daily. So in order to have a secure love nest in the future and a coming together, someone is going to have to make a decision to come in to sweep you off your feet. Watch very soon shows me that there is potential for something to shift in your twin flame collective or connection, but the stars have to align to have this favorable outcome occur. If that happens in your connection, your person is going to send you a message. They currently are speaking to you through songs at this time, but this message is going to lead to them wanting to give you the key to their heart and an invitation of love, a love offer, that Ace of Cups, love initiation. But the key to everything is to allow things to be as they are, to not let the darkness dim your light, to not allow being stuck to keep you from moving forward. Don't worry about karmics. Don't fantasize and think about what the future will be like. Just be in the energy that you and your person have a divine love connection, a twin flame connection, a beautiful love that has a deep attraction. Don't be attached to long-term commitments, because anything that you envision is not going to happen. This connection has a higher purpose. It is meant to inspire the two of you and to make you both be in love with life and yourselves. So if your person is going to return, because I feel for some of you a message is coming, they are still very attracted to you and they do see a future with you. But right now you are being guided to go with the flow. And divine feminines, please speak your truth. Please be honest with yourself about what you want. And make the promise to yourself to surrender, heal, and release. Honor this past love, this past life connection you have. Shift from the focus of mind, from your masculine to yourself. And divine masculines, if you want this casual dating, you will have to take a gamble to make it happen. We have autumn, fall again. But masculines, you are being guided at this time to set standards and boundaries. You dream of your feminine, but you are afraid to tell her. But you know this is an innocent love that you have with her. So perhaps by the winter season, your heart will have thawed out. But they both are being shown this connection is a blessing in disguise. And you both are teaching each other to speak your truth, not only to each other, but to yourselves. I do hope this reading has brought you clarity and guidance on the current energy of the Twin Flame Collective. If this resonated, let me know in the comment section below. Drop a like. If it didn't resonate with you, no worries. Hopefully I will tap into your energy in my next collective reading. Or if you feel guided to, you can book a guidance reading or a session with me. I would be happy to look into your love connection, your twin flame connection, or any situation that you need guidance on. I'm here for you. Love and light.